get real close as I can from this far down. See if I can read something. Is it still faint?
Your eyes are starting to adjust, so you think you might have a better chance at this now.
Okay.
Okay. Roll a investigation check for me.
My sweet tears. Oh, nope. I've got a negative on investigation, so that's like a 3. Yep.
It is.
Yep, it's a 3.
You look at it and you just get the feeling that if you maybe had a little bit more light, you might be able to make out what's on there. But just in this kind of like fey, kind of like bioluminescence glow, you can't read what's up there.
But she can identify it, like
you can identify that it's dwarven runes, but what it says you can't make out from this distance.
I'm going to ask the flowers very nicely. Could you please light this bit up, if you don't mind? And I'm just gonna wait and hope.
Roll an Arcana check.
Ah!
Wow.
I'm bad at that too.
Wow. At least you asked.
I'm glad.
Pretty please with the cherry on top.
She's learned from being
Nope.
with me. Nope.
With holly on them.
Nothing changes.
Yeah, it's a 1 after my modifier.
Damn.
It was. I tried.
You all see Miriam like, can you turn the lights up? And then just, can you turn the lights up? Can you turn? As it echoes around the room.
Okay.
What was that?
It's dark.
I have dark vision, but I can't read Dwarven, so it's like...
Wow. Would you look at
I don't
that?
know, man. Try reading that side then.
Are you
Okay.
trying
So
to
I
read
go and look
something?
at the banner on my side.
Roll a perception check with advantage.
No.
Oh.
But I can
That's good.
give you more legs.
That's worse. What?
Oh,
You said perception?
With advantage.
15.
15? Okay.
Well, you might have seen some shit.
Yeah,
At
because
least
my
you
highest
kind
one
of
was a 10.
It's-
look up and you...
Go blind.
It's kind of hard to see, but you start to see something that kind of looks like gibberish. But you kind of realize, oh yeah, that might be Sylvan.
Yeah. So I attempt to translate as best I can.
Read
I really
out.
should have taken
Read.
some. I really should have taken that. Sylvan course.
Take a class.
Roll an intelligence
You
check.
didn't take that class.
Can you
in
actually
college.
learn languages in this?
Oh my god!
Oh boy. We're not doing so great, guys.
Crit 1.
Good thing it's
Can't make
exploration
it
stuff
out,
and not combat.
but you know something's
Yeah.
out there.
It might not kill us.
And as you look around, you see, as you look on that left side, you see something that looks like gibberish, and you see something that looks like something else. And then you kind of like keep looking down this banner, and you see, you basically see something you can kind of make out, gibberish, something you can make out, gibberish, something you can make out, gibberish, something you can make out. And that kind of brings you in the full circle of the room.
Well, that's fun. And the something I can make out, I'm guessing, is the Sylvan that I can't read. No? Oh.
You know that you can see
What do I-
clear signs, symbols. You can't read them, but you can notice clear symbols.
Okay.
Huh.
The other things seem to kind of just like the things that look like gibberish. As you focus in on them, you start to see runes, but then they kind of like seem to shift and spin, and something seems to be a little bit weird, and you kind of ping in your head that like that seems to be Sylvan. But the things that kind of stay steady, you roll an intelligence check.
Thank
Yes.
you. 8.
You're not sure what language, but they don't move.
Okay. I can't read any of this.
Neither can I.
Okay, I'm gonna light a torch.
You guys kind of like stand around and kind of like looking at the banners, and as you do, Torn kind of lights up a torch. Both of you roll a perception check with advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, good.
That fell off.
Because we can read again.
I can see.
Oh, there
Are
we
you
go.
gonna count that?
And as you guys are kind of
What?
focusing on this, Torin, you notice all of the flowers.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddies.
What was?
Oh my
what am I
God.
rolling?
Perception check with advantage.
Okay, it's 16.
18.
18? Okay. So you notice, starting from the left side of the room and wrapping around, at this point you see Dwarven, Sylvan, Dwarven, Sylvan, Dwarven.
Can I get that?
Yeah, I wanted to mark that on here as you were going, sorry.
Okay.
Go to town.
D, S, S, D, I think. S and D. It's like Simon Says.
Yeah. Alright. Gonna start over there then.
Okay. Roll me a investigation check with advantage.
17.
Oh.
16.
Okay. As you kind of like walk over and you see this full panoramic view of what's going on with this new light, you focus in on these ruins in this first section, and you see kind of like, again, it's old dialect, but you kind of piece it together. You see first the flame bound us. Like that.
What?
Straight first the flame bound us.
Okay. Okay.
You start.
No problem.
First the flame bound us. I'm gonna say it out loud.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that makes sense.
I start trying to... As she's doing that, I'm trying to figure out all the Sylvan over here.
Okay. As you look at it, and Torin, you're kind of standing in the center of the room, just casting this light, and it's about 120 foot by, like 40-foot room, but your light, just where you're so accustomed to this pitch black and this bioluminescence,
Right.
it casts a huge light. Roll an intelligence check for me, just straight.
We're just taking you out right now. 13.
13. You kind of see, like, the runes seem to shift in and out. But as you look at it, you kind of see... That's what you make out on that one side. The gibberish is, you try and focus in on those, and you may have to make a second pass to be able to kind of figure out what those individual runes are.
Can I do that now, or do I need to?
Your
Try and move
head's
forward
starting
first.
kind of to hurt, so you might need to take a minute, or maybe look at a different thing to try and figure out what it is.
Well, I'll move on to the next wall then.
Okay, the next section.
Try and see if I can figure that one out.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Shit, that one's even worse. 9.
9.
Gibberish, gibberish, gibberish. Hi! Gibberish.
Yeah.
I'm putting spaces here so you guys can tell what's words.
Got you. Like this dude's right here, gone.
What'd you say?
This dude's right here, gone.
That's so funny. That's what I was thinking in my head when he was writing. Earth Bay. Sorry, no. What does that say?
What is it?
Bore.
Boar.
Like B-O-R-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
What the earth
It's
boar?
okay. It's hard to write in these. Earth blank blank bore blank.
First the flame bound us, so we may see those in the night. Earth, more.
I can't understand.
Yeah, thank you.
Your accent. So we can't tell at all what.
I'm gonna go back to the first wall and just kind of stand there for a minute and kind of.
So you kind of start to feel a slight throb in your head.
Yeah.
But you kind of take a minute. Are you doing anything in this time, Miriam?
I'm still gonna move on to the bits that I know I know.
Roll an intelligence check with me for me.
Intelligence is not my forte. Hey.
11.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It might be a little. Yep, it's 11.
I don't think we took
11?
any.
Okay.
Oh, pass me your plate.
Proficiencies with any intelligence stuff.
You take a second and kind of like focus in on it, but you start to make out this chain that says here.
Full use of this board.
Hell
Protected us. Protected us from its light.
Oh yeah, our work's like
yeah. Protected us.
anti-sun.
Depends.
On what game you're playing?
Yes.
That's true. And if we're going Dragon Age dwarves, they much prefer